Save humankind. Recalling the excellence of Ramadan in Gaza, Israel's destructive conflict has obliterated the delight of the sacred month. Presently just our blissful recollections remain. The blessed month of Ramadan has begun. Muslims across the world are fasting, investing energy with their families, and committing themselves to petition and love. In any case, for our purposes, the Muslims of Gaza, this heavenly month is loaded up with shock and grieving. For over 5 months now we have persevered through slaughters, sickness, starvation, and thirst on account of the Israeli armed forces. Its savagery and ruthlessness have not halted or reduced as Ramadan starts. As a large number of us battle to put food on the table to break quickly or to find a protected spot for the petition, the recollections of past Ramadans keep us warm. Amid the humming of Israeli robots and the sound of blasts, I shut my eyes and recollect the magnificence of Ramadan in Gaza. The arrangements for the heavenly month would constantly begin early. A little while in front of it, individuals would go out looking for all the Ramadan necessities. A most loved spot to go would be the Old City and its customary market, Al-Zawiya. There, all the customary Ramadan food things could be found. Acrid pickles, the best dates, delicious olives, flavors that consume the atmosphere with their fragrance, thyme, dried apricot glue to make Kamar al-Rakat drinks, dried natural products, and different kinds of juices with chorus carob being the most famous. New garments would likewise be an essential buy. Petitioning God outfits would be a famous decision, as would fancy dresses for the young ladies and smooth ensembles for the young men. Kids would pull on their folks' hands and request that they get one of the beautiful lamps in plain view that read, Halu ya Halu, Ramadan Kareem ya Halu, dear, dear, Ramadan Kareem, dear. The roads would be clamoring with individuals, adornments would be going up, and bright Ramadan melodies would be played. The air of expectation would be like no other. Then just before the primary day of Ramadan, Gaza's areas would be loaded up with the sound of tearaway petitions. The children would be out until late, playing on the roads, holding lamps, reciting, singing, and lighting firecrackers to check the start of the heavenly month. Families would meet up to share al-Shur feasts and implore al-Far together. Then some might rest, others would go out for school and work. By the evening, all eventually back home, and it would be an ideal opportunity to peruse the sacred Quran. Children would peruse and retain the sections at home or in mosques. Guardians and grandparents would recount accounts of prophets to youngsters and grandkids. Then at that point, the opportunity would arrive to plan nourishment for the iftar feast. The prior hour nightfall, the entire area would be loaded up with the scrumptious smell of different food sources. The kitchen in each home would be brimming with individuals buckling down. One would do the makluba, a meat dish with rice and vegetables, another, the musakan, a chicken dish, and another, the malakia, jute soup. In the interim, a neighbor might come around and bring a platter loaded with the food his family had quite recently made. He wouldn't be permitted to return home with basically nothing. With nightfall drawing closer, the iftar table would be laid and everybody would plunk down. Before long the call from the mosques to break quickly would come, joined by the tune of takbirat. Everybody would share the delicious food, talking happily and giggling. After iftar everyone would go to the mosques to implore terawih together, the hints of the heavenly Quran and supplications saturating all aspects of Gaza. Then the most euphoric time would come for kids as mothers plan kataf, a famous pastry that is just made during the heavenly month. Once the quay is completely gone, families would go visit one another or assemble before the television to watch their #1 Ramadan series. For individuals of Gaza, Ramadan is for sure the most extraordinary season. Gaza during Ramadan is the most lovely put on the planet. Yet this sacred month, we can't celebrate and appreciate love and harmony. The bright lights and lamps and the serenades and melodies have been supplanted with the glimmers and hints of Israeli bombs detonating. The happy commotion of kids playing outside on the roads has been supplanted with the shouts of individuals covered under the destruction after another Israeli siege. The areas loaded with life have been changed into burial grounds. Mosques are not packed with individuals since they are annihilated. The roads are not clamoring with individuals since they are canvassed in rubble. Individuals quickly pass iftar because they have no food or water. The families do not welcome one another and commend, however, grieve together the dead. As the blessed month of Ramadan starts, we are saying goodbye to a large number of saints. The aggravation is exacerbated that much by the acknowledgement that the world has deserted the Palestinian public, permitting Israel to proceed with its slaughter during the Muslim blessed month.